Bible says when they had the Ark of the Covenant, the Bible says the Philistines got scared because they knew God was in their company based upon their praise. So the enemy says, I don't want to steal you. I want the ark. Revelation chapter 12 talks about the dragon standing before the woman seeking to devour her child. He wasn't studying her.
All right.
He was studying what she had in her, because what she had in her was going to destroy his plan. And so you're not so all that the enemy trying to steal you. Honey, he's trying to steal what God invested in you. Because before time, God put treasures in earthen vessels, and he's after the treasures. Honey, you are so valuable that the devil couldn't afford you. And you are also so valuable that only Jesus can pay for you. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, inside of me is a gold mine. That's why there was an intelligent man, Bishop, that said, he said the most valuable place in the world, it is not the stock market, it is not the White House, it is not the banks. Come on, but it's a graveyard. Well, how can the graveyard be a valuable place? Because there's billions of people that have died with billions of dollars potentials that they have never used before. What if the telephone man would have never invented the telephone? What if the microphone man would have never invented the microphone? What if the speaker guy would have never invented the speaker? What if the pulpit man would have never invented the pulpit? We will not be enjoying what we're enjoying right now. But there's something in you that the generation behind is waiting to come up out of you. And it is going to come up out of you. You got to break the mold. You got to get on yourself. You got to say, Lord, I want you this night to get rid of me, because there's something in me that's going to be a blessing to the world. Go give somebody a high five and say, tonight, I believe God's going to break me to pieces. I'm not going to leave the altar until it breaks me. I'm not going to get up off my knees until it breaks me. I'm not going to keep my mouth closed until it breaks me. I'm not going to stop dancing until it breaks me. I need to break me. Somebody shout, break me. About 35 of you in here that's ready for God to do exploits in your life. I dare you. I double dare you to run to the altar and say, break me. Break me. Break me. Break me. Break me. I need a well in my life. I need a well in my life. I need a move in my spirit. I need an anointing to shift me higher. But there was one more issue that Jesus had to break before he could let her go. He says, woman, before I'm through with you, go call thy husband. Tell him I said, come here. Go call every last one of them. She looked at Jesus and she said, I don't have none. Are you hearing what I'm saying here? She couldn't recognize the thing that she had in her life that was imparting seed. See, a husband doesn't necessarily mean a man, but the purpose of a husband is to sow seeds in the woman that she might be impregnated. Oh, y'all missing that? Come on. The purpose of a husband is to be a seed sower. The Bible says, and this is why you got to understand spiritual terms, because the Bible says, my soul, make her boast in the Lord. So your soul seeds in your soul. Are you giving them saying here? So a seed sower is somebody